Top 10 Strangest People You Didn't Know Existed. Hi everyone, some people hate being in the spotlight. Indeed, not everyone feels comfortable. While other people are looking at them often with disapproval, others by contrast are doing everything they can to stand out from the rest, of course. The easiest way to do this is to wear strange clothes or look different. Well, if nature wasn't that kind to you, you can always resort to various body modifications like piercing or tattoos. So today, we'll discuss about top 10 strangest people you didn't know existed. Before starting the video, be sure to subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 1. Flesh tunnels. In the first decade of the 21st century, the rock culture welcomed a new trend: earplugs. Those are piercings usually inserted in a stretched earlobe. These accessories can be of different sizes and shapes, and sometimes they're used in other parts of the body, for example cheeks, nose, tongue, or lip. Of course, not everyone can appreciate the aesthetics of such jewelry. Actually, this trend didn't come to our lives thanks to the fans of the heavy music genre. In fact, this body modification was common among primitive people. For example, earplugs could often be seen in the ears of the indigenous African people. In Hinduism, many sculptures of religious deities have ear stretchers. According to the rumors, even the pharaoh of ancient Egypt, Tutankhamun, wore plugs in his ears, but the ear can be stretched several times. Number 2. Parrot Man. People used to call this guy from the Bristol Ted Richards, but now he's known as Ted Parrot Man. Yes, you heard right. For many years now, Ted has been striving to look like a parrot. He has more than 100 tattoos on his face and body. He also has over 50 types of piercings, eye tattoos, and a split tongue to look like his feathered friends. He even cut off his ears. By the way, after the surgery, Ted realized that without ears, he would struggle to keep his glasses on, so he had to put in 2 metal studs into the sides of his head. Ted's desire to look like parrots is not limited to experiments with his body. He turned his entire house into a large bird cage, where he lives with his own kind, and sometimes even shares meals with parrots. Ted made his first tattoo back in 1976. Number 3. Clown for Life. A lot of people are wary of circus clowns and some are even scared of them. Psychologists even recognize a specific phobia related to the irrational fear of clowns, but Richie from Los Angeles has a different story. In early childhood, his father took him to a costume show where he first saw a clown. The image of the red-nosed jolly people in colored wigs stuck with him so much that the boy was determined to become one once he grew up. There was one problem though. Richie's other passion was hairdressing. Without thinking twice, he found a way to combine these two dreams. He decided to cut people's hair while dressed as a clown, surprising them with juggling skills and other tricks. Some time passed, people appreciated the original idea, but then there was another problem. Richie was tired of constantly using makeup and keeping it fresh throughout the day, so he resorted to a radical solution. He decided to stay like this forever. He tattooed his face, twisted his mustache, put implants under his skin, and dyed his hair red. Number 4. Tattoo World Record. Perhaps the most important thing for a long and happy life together is to find a partner just as crazy as you are, because your life will never be boring. Charles Helmke and Charlotte Gutenberg proved this. They are the most tattooed senior people on the planet, with 91.5% of their bodies covered in artistic inking. It's amazing that Charlotte, who turned 70 not so long ago, made her first tattoo when she was 57. This happened right after the death of her first husband, who was always against tattoos. She met her new and more understanding companion, Charles, in 2006. At the same time, strangely enough, they do not have matching tattoos. Number 5. Aliens on Earth. These guys from Canada took a lot like them on their Instagram. They wage war against modern fashion and surprise their followers with shocking outfits. Hannah Rose Dalton and Stephen Raj Bhaskaran are both not even 30 years old, but they are already making a real revolution in the fashion industry. The style of unusual designers is known for strange textures and horror themes. For example, they often create outfits in the form of human skin or go for zombie-like looks. In short, they're doing everything they can to fight mainstream fashion and commercially successful brands. In their opinion, trends and luxury clothing brands are nothing but rubbish, not worth spending your money on. The only thing that matters is whether you like the clothes or not. Hannah and Stephen put on their outfits not only for the sake of photo shoots or interviews. In their own words, an image of an alien has already become an integral part of their life. Number 6. Endless tattoos. Black color will certainly never go out of style. It's universal depending on the situation. A black outfit can look strict, solemn, seductive, or mourning. By the way, this color is very popular in the tattoo industry. This guy from England, throughout 10 years, he painted his whole body, including his lips and whites of his eyes, with black tattoo paint. The result already looks quite scary. But Eli's not gonna stop there. He covers his tattoos with more and more layers to keep the color fresh. As Eli puts it, his dream was to look like an abstract character from a Picasso painting. Whether he really looks like it or not cannot be debated. But the important thing is that Eli is more than satisfied with the way he looks. Number 7. Alien Housewives. In 1972, the famous American writer Ira Levin wrote the novel The Stepford Wives, which received a cinema adaptation with Nicole Kidman as the main character. The plot is based on exemplary housewives who look nice and friendly but have many dark secrets. These characters became the inspiration for the British artist and model Juno Burge, who loves to transform into alien versions of exemplary wives and mothers. The girl posts various video sketches and photos where she wears the outfits from the 50s and 60s and applies space-themed makeup. Juno often paints her face pink and purple, which makes her look even more like a visitor from some distant planet. She says that since she was a kid, she was inspired by Tim Burton films and characters from the cult Gamisms. She tries to recreate these characters in her unusual works. Number 8. Tattoo Man. Meet Lucky Diamond. Rich tattoos cover about 350% of his body. Wait a second, how's that possible? It seems he applied several layers of tattoos on all parts of his body, even the most intimate ones, so no wonder that in the Guinness Book of World Records, this New Zealander is mentioned as the most tattooed person in the whole world. Lucky says that he was interested in this type of visual art since he was a kid. Back then, he made a promise to himself that when he grew up, he would apply as many tattoos as possible on his body. Well, as we see in the end, he even had to do it multiple times. He didn't have enough space on his skin. Number 9. Living Skull. Eric Kincapi Ramirez from Colombia went one step further. He did everything he could to make his face look like a dead man's skull. It all started with a massive tattoo in the form of facial bones. Well, we've already seen this. Although it does look very scary, but Eric did not stop there. He removed his nose and auricle so that the resemblance was even stronger. He began to modify his body since he was 12. Eric also split his tongue and painted it gray, as well as tattooed the whites of his eyes. He also wants to turn his whole body into a tattooed skeleton. Number 10. Zebra Man. Did you think all these crazy tattoos and body modifications are a sign of a new era? Not quite. Horace Riddler was born back in 1892 and grew up in a wealthy English family. He served twice in the British Army and even fought in the First World War. After he returned from the battlefield to his native Surrey County, he wanted to become a different person. Soon he went to a famous tattoo artist, a very rare profession at the time, and asked him to paint his entire body. The artist's name was George Burchett, and he covered Riddler's entire body with wide black stripes that looked like that of a zebra. That was all about top 10 strangest people you didn't know existed. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.